Hello YouTube! It is almost my second favorite time of year. NaNoWriMo was my first favorite time of year, but Booktubeathon is my second favorite time of year, and it starts on Monday, and I can't wait. So this year I actually started early and filmed my TBR video ahead of time because I was thinking, I don't know, previous years I just didn't do it, but this year I did. So I'm going to show you the books that I will be attempting to read this week. It's going to be a busy week at work, so we'll see. I'm also trying to do Camp Nano right now for the month of July. There's just a lot going on, but here are the books that I'm going to set out to try to read in a week. Alright, the first challenge is to read a book with yellow on the cover. And for that, I decided to read Veronica Mars, Mr. Kiss and Tell, which is the second Veronica Mars novelization. It has a little bit of yellow here, but the whole rest of the book is yellow, and the side is yellow, and so I felt like this was a very good choice. I also read the first one in Christmas Booktubeathon a couple of years ago, so I kind of like that it's now kind of a tradition. The second challenge is to read a book entirely after sunset. I live pretty high in like the latitudinal lines, and so the sun does not go down until very late in the summer. The sun goes down like almost 10 o'clock up here. So this is going to be kind of a difficult challenge, but I felt like I didn't want to cheat by picking a short book, so I picked a scary book. Welcome to the Dark House by Laura Faria Stolars. This is a book that I bought with my friend Jen, and we've been meaning to read it, but we just haven't. In previous years we did Daniel Vega books together. We're fresh out of Daniel Vega books, so we have moved on to a different book that will hopefully be a better experience. But who knows? Who knows? I don't usually have very high hopes for YA horror. I will let you know. The next challenge is to read a book that you discovered through Booktube. So this was actually kind of a difficult challenge to narrow down because most of the books I've read in the last couple of years I discovered through Booktube. So I specifically decided to go with a book that I picked up at BEA last year because I only went to BEA because of Booktube, and a lot of my BEA books have kind of just gone unread for some reason. So I decided to go with George by Alex Gino. This is a book about it's a middle grade book about a transgendered youth, I believe, and I actually got to see Alex Gino speak at Yale West this year, and he was wonderful, and so I really wanted to get the ball rolling on reading this book. So, book I discovered through Booktube. The fourth challenge is to read a book by one of your favorite authors, and I really appreciated this challenge because there are a lot of authors that you love, and then for some reason there's just like this book of theirs that you haven't read yet. So I went with like kind of a different take on the challenge. I decided to go for a book that was written by someone whose book I had read and decided I love this author, and then I just never sought out another one of their books. So for me, that was Mindy McGinnis. She wrote Not a Drop to Drink, which I read in the last year and I loved, and so I've been very excited to read A Madness So Discreet, but I haven't done it. So this will be the perfect time to do that. I don't really know much about this except for the fact that it's creepy. The next challenge is to read a book that is older than you, and then also read and watch a book to movie adaptation. So Ariel said that we're allowed to double up on challenges, and I decided to do that because the book to movie adaptation that I decided to read and watch was Tuck Everlasting, because I saw the movie when I was much younger, but I never actually read the book. And also the movie has Alexis Bledel in it, and so I thought it would be really fun to revisit. So I'm gonna do that, and then when I was getting that book, because I'm gonna do the audiobook, that's why I'm not holding it, I'm gonna listen to that, I realized that this book is exactly 1 year older than me, which is perfect. So I'm gonna have that count for both, and because of that, to hit the next challenge, which is read 7 books, I kind of just got to pick 2 random books. So these are books that have been on my shelf for a while, and I wanted to get to them. So one of them is going to be Please Ignore Vera Dietz by A.S. King. This was actually originally going to be my book by a favorite author because I also read A.S. King and loved her and then never read another one of her books. But I mean, they both count. Mindy McGinnis and A.S. King are kind of both authors that I really like and then haven't read more of their books. This sounds like it's going to be pretty great, so I'm going to do this one. And then my final book, and it's hard because I'm going to be very busy this week, but I don't like picking graphic novels for Booktubeathon, almost 100% because I don't think they look good in TBR pictures. So I found a way around it. I'm going to read Nimona, which is actually a graphic novel, but it's book-shaped, and so it looks much better on Instagram. It's just funny, the things that we do. But I've wanted to read this for a long time, and also I spoke on a cosplay panel a couple of weeks back where the main girl organizing it was dressed as Nimona, so I felt like that was a sign that I needed to read it. I'm very excited about the books that I've chosen. I'm just excited that it's Booktubeathon. I love Booktubeathon. This will be my third one, and I actually started booktubing the week of the first Booktubeathon that I did back in 2014, and so this is a favorite event of mine. I love watching other people's videos. I'm going to try to do as many of the video challenges as I can, but I'm not going to make any promises because it's just hard. It's hard when you have a 9-to-5 job also. So we'll see. I'll at least make a couple of them. I'll be doing the photo challenges and I'll be reading all week. So if it seems like I am not around, it's because I'm reading all 7 of these books in 7 days. Let me know if you are also doing Booktubeathon down in the comments below, and go ahead and tell me what your YouTube channel is, because this is kind of my favorite time of year to discover new booktube channels and stuff as well. My friends and I will also be doing a reading sleepover one of the nights, so we'll be tweeting a lot about how that goes. And that's it for this video. I'm so pumped about this, and I'm hoping that this inspires me to make more regular videos just because of the excitement and craziness of everything going on. Thank you for watching. I'll be tweeting a lot and Instagramming a lot and maybe even Snapchatting, because I started doing Snapchat. Here's my thing if you want to follow me. I don't know. We'll see if it sticks. But I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!